Hello everyone, it's Ink here. We're back with more Star Trek Armada 3. Yep, here we go. This is the ending of a 20-part series. This has been pretty successful. And right off the bat we have a cube to kill. Yeah. They want nothing to do with that. So, yeah, we have our fairly sizable fleet here, all good to go. And we have our starbase, which is taking a bit of a pounding, but it's looking pretty healthy. Shields are regenerating. And yeah, we're very thoroughly chewing apart all of these energy allocators. And look at how much in the way of credits we have. So yeah, this is going to put us in good stead to get things thoroughly going. So we're going to double up on our shipyard expansions. We're not going to get a trade center because we're way beyond our front lines here. We've got some Icaras which we can move forwards. Now over here. Yeah, I've got a load of Borg ships just running around doing their thing here. Including a Unicomplex constructor somewhere, which is a little worrying, but what can you do? Let's see, our starbase here basically has everything that we can give it. Find what the Triad does. Gravity well actually gives us photon barrage as well, so alright, let's go ahead and get another Triad station upgrade. Just make sure everything is nicely set up. And let's see. Yeah, you can see that the wedges are firing a lot of torpedoes at the starbase, and it is slightly taking damage. But only goes so far because that thing is fully upgraded and kind of terrifying. Alright, well, we have our first shipyard upgrade done. Which means we can start building ships right here on the front line. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of carries, so we can start taking over the titanium and dilithium mines here. Just claim everything, claim all the things. Now, let's see, we have all of our heroes, which means we have a spare slot which we can use. 3 Typhons, 2 Phoenix, 1 Galaxy, 2 Ambassador, 1 Sovereign, 1 Prometheus, and a Polaris. That is the one thing which we can't build here on the front line. We're going to need to get our capital ships from elsewhere. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek here. What do we want to get? I think what we're going to do is we're going to get another Sovereign. Sovereigns are pretty healthy all-rounders. And in the meantime, excellent. So we're going to get some more Valkyries on our carry. But then I think we are going to... What do I want to do? We are going to need to look at killing Unicomplex at some point. So I'm going to go ahead and get a New Orleans fleet together, which means once more we're going to need to buy a load of titanium.
Unable to comply.
There we go. 13 New Orleans. We will see how effective that actually is in practice.
Awaiting orders.
Yep, we have L rank, so what we're going to do is we're going to get another rank of surgical strike.
Crew standing by.
I've got another carry up, so get the bombers going, and
Engines to full.
you can see the way our credits are just shooting up. That we're getting some pretty decent mileage out of just murdering all of these Borg trade vessels. We can see we've got some Oberths here, which we got from survey.
Waiting orders.
It's kind of cool. Not super relevant though. Yeah, you can see that our... What was I saying? I've lost my thread. I'm terribly sorry. But yeah, we're getting a lot of credits just from killing all these Borg energy alligators, which is hopefully going to really help in terms of
Awaiting orders.
breaking through and murdering them in the long term. Meantime, we have our shipyard fully expanded. We're going to go ahead and maximize the main systems. The next thing is we're going to look at getting the various systems upgrades. Okay. Meanwhile, over here, let me just double check. How is our stuff going? Okay, we do actually have one more rank available for our population, so let's go ahead and get that. And that'll mean that once that's capped out, then we will be a match for the Borg there. I would assume that the Dominion fleet is similarly maxed out, and at that point it's just going to be a straight numbers game. And if we can keep killing all of these Borg transport vessels, then yeah, they're not going to be doing so well. We are steadily chewing away at their income, and we're using it to fuel our own ship production. So holding this position really was pretty crucial.
All hands to battle stations.
And there's our new sovereign, so let's go ahead and move that through. And we're going to give you fire at will.
Give the word.
Alrighty, still got a few New Orleans to build. Let's see. Yep, there we go. We have 8 New Orleans constructed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make them their own fleet.
Engines to full. Warp signatures detected.
Just so I can make sure that they are in position and focusing fire appropriately. Alright, so let's have a quick look. What can we do in terms of research? We have some pulse phaser upgrades we can get.
Standing by.
Lovely. Just maximize that. We have some torpedo upgrades down here. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. We've got one more antimatter upgrade there. These are turret upgrades. I don't believe that we can get anything much out of those. So I'm not super worried about that. Down here, okay, we have most of our civilian research, but let's look at a little bit more.
Standing by.
Let's see. I think the next important one down here is we're gonna work on Red Squad officers. There. Which means we can start putting some of this some of these credits to direct use in upgrading our capital ships. We're rank 6, but this one here, for example, we can just go ahead and buy all the way to level 4. Let's see, the Tashkent is 4, the Sevastopol. There we go.
Yes.
And that's Voyager, got a Prometheus, 4, 4, 4, 5, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Lovely, so our fleet's actually looking pretty healthy. Alrighty.
Steady as she goes.
So there are our New Orleans. And we have another 250 odd supply to fill up, so let's make a start on that. I think we are going to rely on... Let's get a few other ships actually, let's just round things off a little. How's the fleet currently looking? We've got 2 Norways, 5 Oberth, stop moving, damn it. 3 Sabres, 4 Steamrunners, 3 Mirandas, 2 Curries, and 26 Akiras. Alright, let's go ahead and round out with a few Defiance. Got some pretty horrible... Our economy's nosediving a little bit because we're spending so much on buying metal and... titanium and dilithium, rather. But... our current income is pretty healthy. Like, it's not looking amazing from this, but just all of the killing that we're doing is definitely helping. Alrighty, so... we can get a rank of fleet coordination there. More bombers. And I want a shuttle bay expansion. Lovely. Alrighty.
Awaiting orders. Standing by.
Excellent. So our starbase is pretty much fully upgraded. We are going to need the cobalt reflectors, so let's get that research guy. Then this is getting more than capable of looking after itself. So we can in fact afford to try and take over Pallas. I mean, it's a little scary because we know that they have a reasonably sized fleet there. And something we can actually do to check on that. Where's Tashkent? Here we go. Long range scan.
Engage target.
Okay, so they have 2 cubes, a wedge, a dodecahedron, and a trapezoid. A fully upgraded starbase, and a bunch of basic structures. This is one of those things where, yes, theoretically we could go in and we could kill stuff. But is it really worth it? I think the answer to that is probably no. We're going to want a cobalt reflector.
Carrier at the ready.
More bombers. Lovely. Well, the alternative is we could go and start working on Titan. And recommence our original plan of breaking through to the core Borg systems. We are really tritanium starved. I'm actually going to switch over to Intrepids because those are less resource hungry. They're mainly credits.
All hands to battle station.
We're probably going to want some constitutions as well at some point, but we will deal with that in due course. Okay, and we're going to want a rank of expert targeting there. Lovely. So our fleet is pretty much set. And I tell you what, there is a reason to leave Palace intact. It's giving us a steady supply of energy allocators. So
Crew standing by.
let's take a look at here. What's Palace? What's Titan looking like? Alright, so there's a reasonably sized fleet here. They also have a shipyard and a resource node. That's a lot of capital ships. But otherwise, it's not terribly scary. I am fairly sure we have more than enough firepower to take it down. So,
Awaiting orders.
let's get our fleets ready to move and see what we can do.
Standing by.
Let's wait to cap out our fleet supply. Let's really nail that. Okay, we do actually have 2 carriers which are not doing much. Where are they? We need to tell them to actually take stuff. It's easier said than done finding ships, individual ships in a fleet this big sometimes. Okay,
Adjusting coordinates.
there's one. Which means the other one is going to be right next to it. There we go.
Helm, bring us about.
Lovely.
Standing by.
Okay, 8 constellations coming up, which will provide some. They're not as big or as scary, but they're going to provide some useful repair capabilities. I'm just going to speed up a little bit. Sitting here watching me kill trade ships and build stuff isn't super interesting. Oh, hello.
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Looks like a cube has come to visit. No. It bugged out. It's just as I thought. Alright. Can get a couple of ranks of flight deck. And then... I don't think we can get which is low on dilithium.
Resistance is futile.
Armed and ready. Standing by.
Okay, the cube looks like it actually wants to fight. I'm not sure if it does. Let's look at all those torpedoes. Wow.
All sections on standby.
Yep. No, it wanted nothing to do with that. But the Borg are definitely getting antsy, so we can probably expect at least some attempts to take the station while we're moving forwards. So we just really need to make sure that this is as big and tough as it can be. So let's get the second rank of Corpomite Reflector.
Unable to comply.
And there we go. That is our fleet coming maxed out once those last 6 ships are done.
Status report.
Tell you what we can do though.
Ensign, full impulse.
We're going to need to juggle some resources a little bit, but fun with minefields. That's not where I wanted to put them. Oh well.
All sections on standby.
There's a danger of putting the minefields too close, which is that they'll just get blown up on all of these energy collectors, which will be utterly annoying, but what can you do? our starbase is actually pretty close to fully repaired.
Armed and ready.
Retaliation 25% and reduction 60%. Lovely. Cost of 80, 420 second cooldown, 30 second duration. Actually, I'm just a little curious as to what the upgrade to this looks like. So, nearly done. Oh, our fleet is officially done. I see the damage retaliation goes up to 50%. That's fun. Anyway, we have our fleet officially assembled. We are as big and as scary as we're gonna get. So it's time to take the fight to the Borg. Commence the assault.
Waiting orders.
This is the largest Federation fleet ever assembled. In this game, anyway.
Steady as she goes.
I'm just going to make sure that our New Orleans don't go out first, because they're kind of squishy and not that powerful. There they go.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Alrighty.
Return to hangars. Combat landings.
Fleet is assembled. Ships incoming.
Awaiting orders. Steady as she goes.
Alright, what do we want to do? We are going to focus fire on Borg
Target
Queen.
acquired.
Is our primary target. New Orleans, same target. And our Prometheus has run ahead into the middle of everything. Here goes nothing. Alright. Siege mode engaged. The reason we're trying to take down the Borg Queen is that she has a really annoying aura which buffs the hull restore rate of all the ships in around her. That's one thing I could do without. Yeah, you can see 7's viral matrix is causing havoc, but that'll run out soon enough. The Borg Queen is dying pretty quickly. We've actually yet to lose any ships. I think that's probably at least partially due to Voyager dropping all of her taunts everywhere. Borg Queen is down to 20,000 health. A lot of secondary Borg vessels are dying. Borg Queen is basically dead. Yep, Borg Queen is down. Secondary targets. Okay, New Orleans fleet. Come out of siege mode, move forward. Do we have any activity here? Yes, we do. The Borg have moved in to try and claim a starbase, as we kind of expected they might. It's going to take them a while to kill that, even with 2 cubes. They do have... Their dodecahedrons are killing our bombers, so that's not being super useful. But let's go ahead and get our Triad station upgrades. How is the fight going on going over here?
Give the word.
Okay, focus fire on the interlink nodes. Really want to deal with that Borg culture. We have springs. photon torpedo volley. Voyager. More probes,
We
please.
await your command.
Tashkent. We're going to need colonize. At some point. Okay, second interlink node is going down. You'll note we've actually yet to lose any ships. Our population has remained steady, which is kind of impressive and kind of terrifying. How's our starbase doing? Lost about 20,000 shields. Cubes are taking damage. As is everything else, but it's kind of going slowly. They do actually have Borg reinforcements coming in, so I'm going to turn the fleet around. I don't want to lose that starbase after putting so much investment into it.
All sections ready. Engaging hostile targets.
Engage siege mode.
Reroute all auxiliary power to weapons.
And open up the weapons. Cannon. Alright, where's the Defiant? I want to drop some minefields just to make life a little more interesting for them when they try to come back in. Not seeing any. Alright,
Moving out.
main fleet pulling back. Disengage siege mode.
Change heading.
Let's go. Yep, starbase is slowly dying. Hopefully we can come back in and catch them with their pants down a bit. You can see they're really throwing the kitchen sink at this. How much good it's going to do them, I don't know. Trade center and habitation deck. Yeah, those aren't going to be super useful, so we still have a bunch of resources to use, so let's do that. Bit of cultural research, see if we can make that stick.
Standing by.
Okay, it's going to take a little time for our fleet to get back in position, but Starbase is not going to die anytime soon. The shields are almost down, but that doesn't mean a great deal. It's still got 100,000 health. We do have a rank on our Typhon here, so let's see. Another rank on point defense system. $10,000 shields. Okay, we have some torpedo research we can do. Looking good. Alright, here we go. Our New Orleans fleet has moved in.
Steady as she goes. Ready weapons.
We are the Borg. You will be
All auxiliary
assimilation.
power to
Resistance is futile.
Alrighty, we appear to be in range, so engaging siege mode. We're probably going to lose some of these, because the New Orleans, they came in first. They're mainly just their soak-up firepower, to be honest, until the main fleet arrives. Because, I mean, they're easy enough to replace, and hi guys!
Ready. Target acquired.
You're about to have a bad day. Structural Gemini Assault. Because what's better than one Polaris? Two Polaris. Okay, cube down. Focus fire on the second one. We lost 5 New Orleans apparently. Let's go ahead and get those replacing.
Enemy vessels detected.
They actually assimilated some. How rude. Alright. And there we go. That is a significant chunk of the Borg fleet taken out. 2 cubes, a trapezoid, and a bunch of support vessels. Alrighty.
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
Standing by.
Research complete.
So that is our first task done. We're going to move out again.
We await your command.
Ready to cover the fleet, sir.
All sections report. Ship at full readiness.
Fleet
All
coordination.
sections ready.
Prometheus.
Take us to warp.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Okay. There are a handful of... Hello.
Awaiting orders. Give the
You
word.
really sure you want to do that? Diamond and a wedge. Not super worried, to be honest.
Repair sequence.
Oh look, you appear to have rebuilt. I'm so sorry.
Standing by.
Alright, Trapezoid is dying. Let's see, what do we need to do? We need to kill 7.
Steady
And we
as
need
she
to move
goes.
our New Orleans through. They're not being super useful here, and they do actually have a role in our main fleet. Starbase can handle all of these fools. Wow, they just keep sending stuff through.
Alter course.
You know, once we've done killing this Borg fleet, so many Borg fleets, we may actually need to turn around and rescue the starbase again. But for the moment,
Awaiting orders. Steady as she goes.
okay, there we go, 12 New Orleans. Actually lost a handful of ships. Oh,
Give the word. Steady as she goes.
there we go. We do have 13, we've just lost some other ships along the way somewhere.
Research complete.
Yeah, they keep building these damned interlink nodes. Just getting really annoying. Capital ships focus down that planet. How are we looking back here? Starbase has lost shields again. It would be really nice if we could actually get some other stuff going. Like build some additional turrets or whatever around here. But as it is, I'm still not super worried, to be honest. They're getting bring the wedges into range. This diamond is dying slowly, and we kind of have other priorities. So, New Orleans fleet needs to move through. Titan is nearly down. Engage siege mode. neutralized. After this, how we're looking actually. Wow, look at that. That says it all. We actually have the lead in capital ships, defenses, and our fleet is number 2. And given the kind of losses the Borg have been taking, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dominion number 1.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Alrighty.
All sections ready.
Warp signatures detected.
We have another rank on our Polaris. So let's go ahead and go for quantum torpedo volley. And I'm gonna grab Gemini Assault, I think. How are we looking over here? 80,000 health. Diamond is nearly dead. I'm going to tell you to focus fire on the wedges a little bit because those are the biggest threat. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to keep pushing forward. I see no reason to hold back here. Still can't colonize there, but whatever really. Okay. So we do have a minor concern. Let's see. We need...
Ready to cover the fleet, sir.
Where's an ambassador? We need an ambassador. There we go. Long range scan.
Lock phasers.
Significant fleets. But I do not see a building unit complex. We need to go in now. Okay, disengage siege mode. Yeah, they lost their diamonds, and they're nowhere close to killing this thing. But do focus fire on that wedge.
Red alert. Enemy vessels engaged.
Okay, we don't want New Orleans to go in first. We made that mistake before.
Awaiting orders. All wings, return to hangars. Combat landings authorized. Take us to war.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Change heading.
Alright, where's this unit complex? Over there.
Standing by.
One thing at a time, I think is the rule.
Awaiting orders. Standing by. Alter course.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Alrighty.
Give the word.
Damn it. Our New Orleans keep getting split up. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and tell our New Orleans to focus fire on that starbase, see if we can kill it ASAP, while the main fleet plays down here.
Be ready for anything.
Fire well, please. Gemini Assault. Alright, and so we have a rank on the Enterprise. Go with my reflector, please. One thing at a time.
Standing by.
Okay, Uniplon Complex is actually online. Siege mode engaged. Let's see what we can do with that. We are taking a few losses, but not many. Borg is taking significant losses. down, 7's going down. Okay, we actually lost a few of our New Orleans. They are kind of going solo against that Unicomplex, and they're doing an impressive amount of damage, and they may actually kill it by themselves. Like, we don't even have all of them firing. Let's get these ones.
Waiting orders. Standing by.
Out of siege mode and into range.
All crews stand ready.
Saratoga.
Crew standing by. Yes.
Knowledge, Starfleet.
Waiting orders.
Oh, yeah, we actually killed the starbase with just our New Orleans, so that was definitely worth investing in. Of course, we lost a fair number of them, but this is what we have a lovely little installation here for. I'm actually just going to go ahead and load up on those because that was a very nice trick. Meanwhile, yep, Locutus is running around over here, but with a few obelisks, but it looks like the main Borg fleet is just basically left, and the Cardassians are mopping things up around here. So,
All sections ready. Standing by.
that's why.
Awaiting orders.
These guys were still part of Group 1, that's why I
Use the
kept
word.
selecting the Maxton.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, siege mode it up,
Standing by.
and they're murdering these interlink nodes, well, interlink node and assimilation node. Hopefully we've actually started to do enough damage to them that we've begun to kill off a lot of their higher ranking technologies. Because you can only use technologies if you still have enough
Standing by.
labs to be able to use them, as you saw when I started losing capital ships earlier on and actually lost the ability to do a bunch of cool stuff. Not that that's a massive problem at the moment. Okay, Iapetus is almost down. You guys should come out of siege mode.
Give the word. Standing by. Standing by. Awaiting orders.
You need to come out, and you need to
Give
come
the
out.
word.
Looks like the siege mode for these is a little fidgety. You
Awaiting
need to
orders.
rate toggle it carefully. You can see the remains of the other ships which were lost in killing that starbase, but
Acknowledge, Starfleet.
looking good. Alright, so time to move on.
Standing by.
We have a
Alter
bunch of
course.
New Orleans ready to move in. We need, where
We await
is,
your
there's the
command.
Tashcan. Okay, long range scan.
Fire at will.
How's this
Give the
looking?
word.
Colonization
They
was
have
successful.
2 Unicomplex things, 2 transport gates, central nexus. I don't see a Unicomplex,
All sections
which means
ready.
they just flat out do not have the ability to withstand this.
Give the
So
word.
we're gonna move in.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Integrate, please. Alrighty.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
Of course, you want to know the unfortunate thing here.
Engage.
I don't actually have Allied victory on, which means that the moment we kill the Borg, the minion will turn on us, but we're going to pretend that doesn't happen and just call it a victory when we have
Standing by.
dealt with these guys.
Awaiting orders.
And the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to kill this.
Target acquired.
Because this is what lets you summon heroes. And it also generates a huge amount of... Oh, hello. We actually took that planet, that's amusing. Let's go ahead and get some upgrades, I guess.
Give the word. Awaiting orders. Change heading.
Alright, let's move our New Orleans through.
Awaiting orders. Give the word.
Enemy vessels detected.
But yeah, this summons heroes and it also produces a lot of culture, so I'm okay with just getting that off the drawing board. And just to be a nuisance, we're going to build a subspace relay station. I'm actually going to go double subspace relay stations, just to really hinder their ability to actually take anything back. There goes the central nexus. That'll mean no more 7, no more Borg Queen, and no more... You're still losing capital ships even after all I've done for you? Wow.
We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
And no more Locutus, although Locutus was last seen still hanging around the central star. Alright.
Lock weapons.
One final challenge.
Target
One
acquired.
final tactical cube. Prometheus isn't looking super healthy. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with that. Well, yeah, clearly haven't lost her, so good enough. Good old Voyager dropping her probes.
Standing by. Awaiting orders.
Let's get our New Orleans into fire support range.
Station complete.
Gemini Sol. Just look at all those quantum torpedoes. Oh, and rank 2 actually means that it spawns 2 of them. That's actually kind of terrifying. I didn't realise that was the thing. I didn't realise that was the case. But yeah, this Polaris has really been pretty glorious ever since we got it. Dreadnoughts, people. Dreadnoughts matter. The AI doesn't seem to make all that much use of them.
Give the word.
Philadelphia has an upgrade. Go ahead and grab Type X Warp Core.
Station complete.
Flight decks at the ready.
Ship at full readiness.
All sections ready.
Alright. Oh. I thought you didn't have a Unicomplex. Where is the Unicomplex? Oh, it's over there. No, I guess we're just gonna keep steadily moving through.
Engaging hostile targets.
And focus fire on the Advanced Assembly
Awaiting orders.
Matrix.
Give the word.
Fleet 2,
Reroute all auxiliary power to
you
weapons.
have your target.
Station complete.
appear that the Borg and this game are kind of drawing to a close. Oh boy. Took you long enough. Because it's actually a fleet which might be a threat. Might be a sufficient threat to take out the starbase, but at this point we don't really care. We have done enough damage. We have taken out 2 of their planets. We have our culture spelling out here, there, and everywhere. And we're about to take their capital out. They just don't have enough to be able to hold us off at this point. They don't appear to be building any more capital ships, so not a massive focus. Let's kill the tactical cube instead. Where's our artillery fleet? Over there, okay.
Ready weapons?
You should actually focus fire on these turrets. Okay, we are actually losing a few ships. I think there's a lot going on here. We've been in pretty heavy combat for a while. And there are a lot of turrets just firing at everything. Funnily enough, the turrets are now the least scary thing they have. Yeah, even though basic cruisers are tougher and do more damage, it's kind of terrifying the way that the Borg scale up. Lovely. Yep, steadily losing ships. How's our starbase looking? Starbase is dying. There's no two ways about it. Wow, you haven't assimilated New Orleans? How long have you had that for? That's actually kind of impressive. Yeah, it's very thoroughly antimatter drained, so... yeah, it keeps losing the ability to get the... something is draining the antimatter too quickly for it to be able to actually use any of its abilities, so... that, apart from anything else, is going to kill it. But as I said, I don't really care. It's too little too late. We're about to take out their last major capital ship.
Standing by.
Acknowledged, Starfleet. Target acquired.
And very soon after, they're going to lose the ability to build anymore. Okay, they did get another tactical sphere out. That's going to be it.
Give the word.
Okay, New Orleans.
Starbase has been lost.
Yeah, there we go. That was gonna happen. Gemini Assault. I'm actually gonna put the Gemini Assault on autocast at this point. It lasts for long enough, it has a short enough cooldown, and it's kind of a significant damage buff.
Prepare the docking bays.
Meanwhile, yeah, they're steadily upgrading this thing.
Acknowledged, Starfleet. Target acquired.
I don't feel like letting them, so focus fire, come on. Let's take it down, we're big people.
Port signatures detected.
Yeah, there are New Orleans, which appear to be in range. That's a lot of photon torpedoes. Siege mode engaged.
Enemy engaged.
Yeah, just look at all those beams it's got. Borg star bases are not to be messed with.
Red alert. Enemy vessels engaged.
But nevertheless, it is going down. In the meantime, what's going on over here?
Warp signatures detected.
Okay, yeah. Borg fleet is slowly catching up. Got all of our support vessels. Got a couple of other things doing their thing around here, but...
Enemy vessels engaged.
And Lakuts will be showing up soon enough. But not on time. Yeah, Starbase didn't actually kill any of our stuff. Alright, so next priority, we need to take out the regeneration node. And we're going to accelerate a little. Okay. I don't actually know where Locutus has gone. Which is mildly concerning, but... it's all the way back here. So yeah. We have just about taken the Borg capital. As soon as this stuff is down, I will commence the bombardment, and once we have taken... once we have liberated Saturn, then we're going to call it there. That will be my victory condition. Anything else is just essentially going to be cleanup.
Lock weapons.
So, post-game analysis, I guess. This is... well, it's not the first game of STA3 which I have played to its full extent. It's probably the largest and longest. This is the first time I've really had the chance to fully explore the Federation tech tree and everything in it. Played with all the heroes, looked at all the cool stuff, and of course played around with a Federation Dreadnought. Jesus, just listening to all those torpedoes. We got to see the Borg in their endgame, where they're really scary, but by no means unbeatable. As you saw, the Dominion definitely kept them occupied, and their presence probably ensured that we didn't get overrun earlier on before we had a chance to really build up. But this final push was basically all us. We had a little help in killing a Borg fleet on Delta, but then after that it was just a case of mopping things up, getting a secured foothold, and then pushing in for the victory. And why do you still have a culture rate of 2.7? Alright, interlink nodes. So yeah, this was fun. And now I need a new series. If you have any suggestions, feel free to throw them up. Either a different race in STA3 or a different mod. I may take a little break from Star Trek stuff. We may look onto the Star Wars mods, of which I have 2. So yeah, we'll look forward to. Of course, I may also just give up and go to one of my favourite races, because I play Veds because they're nice, they're simple, and they're iconic, but all about the Romulans. So, until next time, folks, stay safe, and may the Force be with you, I guess. I can think of worse notes to end on. We have reclaimed the solar system. These guys helped, I guess. Take care, folks.